Shalom Israel. Kal Halalim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect scattered across all nations of the earth. This widespread internet outages hit Northeast United States. That's the headline of this article from this website called Independent. I'm just going to read through, and it says internet users across the Northeast United States report widespread outages Tuesday. Verizon reported a cut fiber in Brooklyn via Twitter, although it's not clear if that issue is responsible for the entire outage. The telecom giant didn't have any estimate when the problem spot would be fixed. Neither Verizon nor Comcast, another major internet service provider, immediately responded to requests for comment. Now, over here it's going to say exactly how vast the land mass, or how vast the outage was, I should say, across the Northeast. It says people posting on Twitter reported having issues connecting with various online services in a geographic area stretching from Washington to Boston. That's a very vast amount of land. And that's not talking about Washington State. Obviously, it said Northeast. Well, some brothers might not know if they're not in the Americas, so I'll get it out real quick. So here's a colorful map. Pretty clear to see, not much going on here. It was talking about, as you see, DC right there. And then where it says Mass, M-A-S-S, that's the state, and Boston is a location in Massachusetts, if I'm not mistaken anyway. So yeah, that's a lot of land, man. That's a lot of people not having internet. And they don't, allegedly they don't really know what's going on. I can't say I know. I can't say I know for sure ESO was cutting off, because ESO likes to create order out of chaos. This could be correlating with that. The whole agenda they've got going on. But who, I don't really know. Can't say I know. And they keep reading. It says that densely populated region includes key U.S. government services as well as major financial companies such as Fidelity Investments. So it says the outage is affecting major internet and cloud providers as well as major sites such as Google and Facebook. Amazon, whose web services division powers a wide range of online services, indicated its network isn't the cause of the problem. We are investigating connectivity issues with an internet provider, mainly affecting the East Coast of the United States, outside of the Amazon Web Services network. All right. The company wrote in a Tuesday Morning Post, we are investigating the issue with the external provider. Allegedly. Allegedly, they don't really know what's going on. But hey, this is all for prophecy's sake. At the end of the day, whatever's going to go down, it's all going to be for the famine of the word. And this article, I'll link it in the description actually, and just read the rest if you need be, or whatever you want to do. Share it to people and whatnot. But let's get to the roll, man. The book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11 says, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Right, that's that famine of the word. Of course, there's going to be a scarcity of food and water, but in context, the famine of the word, also Amos 8:11 is referring to the famine of the word. Verse 12, it says, And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. Damn, man. There's going to be a time when they're just going to be looking out. They're going to be seeking out for this word, but they're not going to hear it. That's a scary time, man. Especially for you scoffers, man. There's a lot of scoffers right now. The book of 1 Peter chapter, I believe it might be 2 Peter, sorry. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3. There you go. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts. Right, in the book of Jude as well, I believe it's verse 16. So these, it's wrong, I don't believe that's the one. There you go, verse 18. It says, how that they told you there should be mockers in the last time, who shall walk after their own ungodly lusts. All right, so all those people scoffing and mocking, they're the ones who are going to suffer, man, when they're going to want to hear the words of the roll, hear the words of the Holy Bible, man. They're going to be real scared in those days. And that's the prophecy throughout Second Ezra as well, I believe. I need to actually find that, so I'm going to make a quick pause. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 5, and go down to verse 8. There shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Go down to verse 10, and shall be sought of many in Salachi, verse 11. It says, one land shall also shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no. So in other words, in that land, something that maketh a man righteous, the doctrines and whatnot, has it gone through this land? The thing that hath that maketh a man upright, such well, of course, that's going into the law, statutes, and commandments. And they shall say no. They're gonna want to hear this word. They're gonna want to seek Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in the time when they're ignorant and know nothing about the Holy Scriptures. They know nothing about the Messiah. But it's gonna be too late for them, man. Like I said, this is all for prophecy's sake, man. As time goes by, I mean, you never know exactly. I say time goes by, you never know when the internet could just cut off. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Go into that word for scorning as well. That word there is lawatiza, meaning to scorn, make mouths at, talk arrogantly, to boast, to scorn, to mock. So it goes again to scoffing, to speak, speak against his word, speak it unto foolishness. And as it says, and they're fools for that, man. They're considering this word foolishness. As it says, and fools hate knowledge. These fools do hate knowledge, man. And it's because they don't fear Yahweh. In fact, same chapter, go up to verse 7, it says, the fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So people are so damn foolish, they despise wisdom and instruction, man. And it's because they don't fear Yahweh. They don't fear what Yahweh is going to orchestrate and ordain in these last days, man. He's going to stir up a lot of things, man. He's going to stir up a lot of spirits around him. He's going to use his ministering spirits and everything to cause havoc out here. He's going to use his prophets, though, to his prophets and his servants, of course, to go out the highways and the byways, to do the ministry on YouTube while the internet's still here. So brothers and sisters about the four corners of the earth, the elect, can actually learn. But those who aren't of the elect, they're just not going to get it, man. All right, Slaki, go down to verse, same chapter, Proverbs 1 and verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. See, look, that's what I mean, man. And then verse 26 says, I also will laugh for your calamity. See, Yahweh's going to mock you in those days, man. It says, and I will mock when your fear cometh. Most times say, he's going to start mocking you. He's going to, because you were scoffing at his servants, man. And now you're trying to seek the Most High. If I keep reading the verse 27, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So you're gonna try to seek Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Most High is gonna mock you. Say, you seeking me now. Now you're in time of tribulation and calamity. Even though you were scoffing, you're mocking, going after vain lusts, vain deceits, diverse lusts. Verse 29, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh. That's right, because they were foolishness. They hated knowledge, man. And the fear of Yahweh, as it read, is the beginning of knowledge. It says, they would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. And reproof, when you get to that word, the word in Hebrew is the word thawakacha. And it means rebuke, or correction, punishment, chastisement. All right, it's translated to reproof and rebuke. And that means to correct, to tell someone they're going off. The root word there is the word yakach. Yakach means to prove, to decide, to judge, to reprove. It's basically going into correcting someone, tell them to get it right. Because they're going off, so you have to tell them they're going off, tell them what to do. You see, they despise his reproof, man. They didn't fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. When you tell them they're going off, they don't really care. And when the internet gets cut off, that's going to stir up a lot of fear. And many will seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And hey, man, if it be the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the Most High, if the Most High blesses certain people, if the Most High blesses certain of the nation of Israel to come into the knowledge, and perhaps they'll be the elect. They could do that towards the time period when things get absolutely heated out here, and they might even hear the words of this book. Even when the internet crashes, they might stir up more fear, and they might even hear it when it's when it's not too late. You never know as well. So it's all it's all about to be unfolded in its due time, and that's what makes it so beautiful. Everything that's happening right now, you gotta take it cheerfully, man. Even if it's a burden upon you in a manner, you still have to take it cheerfully and accept that it's prophecy. And at the end of the day, it's all gonna be really, the suffering is gonna be pretty much nothing compared to the kingdom. Right? It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2 and verse 4. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. That's right. That's how we're going to be purified through the fire, because we're going through the time of chastisement for all the sin we've done. We're going through the time of our captivity for the sake of our chastisement. Everything here is for our reproof, for our learning. And the scriptures as well is for our comfort and for our learning as well. So it's a just way in that manner as well. The book of Romans chapter 15 and verse 4 says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So again, all these things are supposed to make us have comfort. That we have foreknowledge through this word. Like verse 5 says, now the Most High of patience and consolation grant you to be like-minded one toward another, according to Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Alright? So that's what it's all about, man. It's that being of one mind in this word. Coming together and taking counsel in the scriptures. In that time when you'll be tried in the fire, we're supposed to take it cheerfully, man. It's going to purify us, and we're going to have strong faith. All of this is for our chastisement, and it eventually will strengthen our faith. The book of Job, chapter 23 and verse 10, it says, but he knoweth the way that I take. When he hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold. Beautiful scripture, man. And like I said, all of this is going to be nothing compared to the kingdom, man. All the suffering we're going through is going to be minuscule. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. That's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 13. It says, there hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Have that faith, man. And the Most High he'll put you in these scenarios. He'll ordain that you're in these scenarios, rather, as you in your gate, and it will be something that may seem quite difficult, but with faith of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, you can overcome all these temptations you're going through. It's possible for the elect to go through many to endure many times of tribulation, many times of calamity, many times of temptation. And like I read previously, Romans 8 and 18, all that, man, and all the stuff we're going through, it's gonna be like nothing, man. It's gonna be nothing compared to the kingdom. It's the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17. It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. That's it on that. Lord willing, this was edifying. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered across all nations of the earth. Shalom.